Hey YouTube, I wanted to show you a homemade cell phone mount uh, that I used to mount my old Galaxy S7 camera that I used for a dash cam. I got this idea because I'm cheap and I wanted to use a cell phone instead of spending the money on an actual dash cam. So I researched and couldn't find any decent homemade mounts um, until I ran across this one guy's YouTube channel, and I was able to use part of that idea for what I created. Now, I'll annotate his website down at the bottom of the video here, so you can get an idea of where I got this idea from. Um, this is it right here. This is the mount that I use when I drive around all day uh, with my old cell phone as my dash cam. And it's pretty simple. It's just old half-inch PVC pipe. And I've heated it and cut it. Uh, this part down here is where the cell phone mounts. And I'll show you how that works right here. There we go. Slide that in just like that. Holds the camera pretty well. And then this up here is what I use to hook on my rear view mirror. Now if you have a rear view mirror, of course it's loose, this isn't going to work for you. But my car's not that old. My rear view mirror is pretty tight, doesn't flop around, so this actually just slides right on the mirror and holds this pretty well in place. Uh, One thing that's good about this cell phone is that it has image stabilization, and any flopping around that this camera does, which is very minimal, is unrecognizable in the video. So that's one plus about this. Now, like I say, the where I got the idea for this cell phone holder was off of StanfordCoffee, StanfordCoffee. Had a great idea for the cell phone holder, although he only uses the bottom portion of this, and I wanted to use this on my rear view mirror. I think this turned out pretty well. Now, this is just made out of half-inch PVC pipe that I've cut and heated and then eventually painted. And then after that, what I did, I took a heat gun, heated it up, flattened out the leftover pieces. Take this off here. Flattened out the leftover pieces, and then I placed my phone here and heated it up, wrapped it around, and made it look kind of decent. And then once I got that to where it fit the cell phone pretty good, I kind of took a Dremel and kind of dremeled this out a little bit to where it kind of fit it a little bit better. And then I took this, held it up to the bottom of my rear view mirror. See, this is the rear view mirror. And I held it up to the bottom there, marked here what needed to be bent. Then I took it over, heated it and bent it, then did the same thing once I got up here and heated it, bent it, and then basically it's wrapped around the rear view mirror. Now you'll notice that it's not quite flat. This part's not quite flat. It's kind of tilted a little bit. That's because when you're looking at the rear view mirror, it's not facing directly back at the car. It's facing you. So I had to kind of twist it a little bit, and I just heated up the center here and just basically twisted it. So now when I insert the cell phone, like this, and then I go out to the car, and then I take this, and then say this is the rear view mirror. I take this and slide it onto the rear view mirror, where it just kind of hangs down like that. So it works pretty good. If you find that this is a little bit loose, just take a heat gun, heat it up here, and just kind of bend this down a little bit more to where it's got a little bit more clamping power on it. You can tell holds real well. See, that's basically it. I'm going to go ahead and insert a picture of it mounted in the car, hanging from the rear view mirror, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Doesn't obstruct the view all that much. Not really much more than a pair of fuzzy dice hanging down from the rear view mirror. Hope you all liked it. Thanks.